Today we're looking at what I call engagements, and I start with a song. The church is marching on. The church is marching on. The gates of hell shall not prevail. The church is marching on. Actually, if you look at this issue of engagement and interactivity, which we'll soon address, it goes beyond social media. I know social media is where you talk about a lot of engagements and interactivity, but let's start with the prophecy. November 8, 2023, I see some protests around here in the continent where people are complaining that they were denied visas to go to the West for academic conferences and other kinds of engagements. So be on the lookout. But let's go back to our issue of engagement and interactivity. Let's look at the Lord and borrow a leaf from the way he interacted with people. John chapter 6, verse 32. Then Jesus said to them, most assuredly I say to you, Moses did not give you the bread from heaven, but my Father gives you the true bread from heaven. For the bread of God is he who comes down from heaven and gives life to the world. Then he said to him, Lord, give us this bread always. These things he said in this verse 59, he said in the synagogue as he taught in Capernaum. So basically, if you look at the way the Lord went about delivering his messages, it was very interactive. I don't know where we got this message where it's, a monologue where the preacher just preaches, and there are no kinds of interventions. I mean, the Lord is speaking about very deep spiritual truth. The person says, excuse me, can you tell my brother to share the inheritance with me? So there were lots of engagements, and I think this is really the way to go. I see in some churches, particularly the youthful charismatic churches, you see a lot of those kinds of engagements. People applaud the pastor, give him, raise their hands to show that he has made a point. In fact, in some churches, people actually go out there and drop an offering because they feel the man or the man of God or the woman of God has given a very deep spiritual truth. So I think all of this makes, for interactivity and engagement, and this is actually the way to go. This monologue, I don't think it's really very effective. Let people, help issues. Let people be able to talk about what it is that is their issue instead of just this one-way traffic. So engagement and interactivity is the way to go, and the Lord actually laid an example for us to follow.